their inferences as proof text.
So again, guys, if you're accustomed to lying, this is what you get. Because it is painfully obvious to anyone with any regard for truth that these texts are talking about the crucifixion. Exactly. Here you go. This is the text. This is no added commentary. This is the actual text of the Nag Hamadi library. Yet, for some reason, Gomerozdubar claims that, oh, it's not true. It's just an inference. Gomer, I have asked you the question before and I'll ask you again. What makes you think that this is an inference and it's not talking about the actual text? It's not talking about the actual event. What makes you think that? Here you go. This is the link. Go. Gospel of Philip. Go ahead. Gomer, go to the text. This is gnosis.org. Go ahead. And it's not even, sir, it's not even that, what's it called? What's he called? Who did he say it was? Robert Eisenman. This is a totally different translator. Gomer, this is a totally different translator. This is translated by Wesley W. Eisenberg. So, go ahead, sir. You didn't say Eisenberg, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead, read the text. And by the way, Gomer, if you claim that it is not true what he says, prove it. Because that's all you're doing. You're making a claim. Prove that the translation is wrong. Prove that he inserted this in the text. Prove it. Because that's what we're trying to get at, sir. Prove that he put the words in the text. It was on the cross that he said these words. Prove it, sir. Truth be told, let Gomerozdubar answer, please, and then we'll go on. Mic is yours, Gomer.
Okay, thank you. You know, you guys really need to do a little bit of comprehension. Now, what I said was that I had read a very bad translation done by Robert Eisman. Then what I said was, your inference came by translation of Eisenberg. Now, I don't need to prove it. Every serious scholar in the field has already proved it. Here you go. Here's my reference. These are inferenced statements, sir. Particularly this verse, which alleges Jesus saying, Ila ila lama sabachthani.
Sorry for the red dot, Gomer. Let me take the red dot off. You claim you don't have to prove it. No, sir, you do. You do have to prove it because you're making a claim which goes unsubstantiated. Go ahead, sir. Mic is yours.
Absolutely not. You can go to the works of Leighton. He has systematically already proven it, sir. Why don't you guys read serious scholars? Instead of cherry-picking your academia to try to enforce your ideas, why don't you read some serious scholars that have already spoken about Eisenberg's translations and inferences, sir? This is even in Wikipedia. You can get this from Wikipedia, for God's sakes. Here is your reference. The text has been interpreted by Eisenberg. Now, here is the reference where you can go and read where the inferences are made. Published out of New York City. Serious scholars, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Nakademon. So trying to rely on an inference done by a translator and a commentator named Eisenberg does not mean that it is in the original text. Cut it out. You Christians, you are too funny. Cut it out.
So, what is this? Okay, sorry guys. I'm gonna take him off the bounce list. Let's see. Radical moderate. Oh, he's already taken off the bounce list, guys? Okay, great. Gomer. Gomer. Your quote says that he interpreted it. What did he interpret? It says he interpreted it as a Christian Gnostic sacramental catechesis. That's what he says. That doesn't mean that the text is inaccurate. So again, you have to come up and prove that the text is inaccurate. Amazing. So because someone interprets a text means that the text he actually translates is false. How on earth? How on earth does that work? So Gomer, since you claim that it's in neither of the Nag Hamadi texts, because we can keep going on Gospel of Philip, but we all know what is going on here. This is from the Apocryphon of James, also in the Nag Hamadi text. But I was writing, this is the Apocryphon of James, guys, but I was writing that which was in my book. Lo, the Savior appeared after departing from us while we gazed after him. And 550 days since he had risen from the dead, we said to him, have you departed and removed yourself from us? Gomer, there is nothing in the Nag Hamadi text that speaks about his crucifixion. This is another quote from the Apocryphon of James. For the good will not enter into the world. Scorn death, therefore, and take thought for life. Remember my cross and my death, and you will live. Nothing on the in the Nag Hamadi library about the crucifixion. Gomer, are you serious? Gomer, this is from the Gospel of Truth, also in the Nag Hamadi library. Oh, these are only inferences, guys. Look at this inference from the Gospel of Truth. For this reason, the compassionate, faithful Jesus was patient in his sufferings until he took that book, since he knew that his death meant life for many. For this reason Jesus appeared. He took that book as his own. He was nailed to a cross. Oops, this is also just an inference, right? He affixed the edict of the Father on the cross. Let's go to another book from the Nag Hamadi, shall we? Let's look at other inferences. Gomer, we're waiting for you to answer all these. The Sophia of Jesus Christ. After he rose from the dead, his 12 disciples and 7 women continued to be his followers and went to Galilee unto the mountain called Divination and Joy. Let's go to another book from the Nag Hamadi. Let's see who's tap dancing. I hope you have your blue swing shoes with you, Gomer. The Savior swallowed up death. He transformed himself into an imperishable eon, raised himself up after having swallowed the visible by the invisible. Here is another one. Another quote from